crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Brewer trying to get to him. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays,
fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
and how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Brewer getting some heat. He's going to take off, and he's wrestled to the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Good enough for 1st down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game scored.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Makes his connection. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Brewer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Leaves it with the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The official says no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Stokes. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come open.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Gonna run it. It's Williamson. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wide out. It's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williamson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Cal! And they strike first.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Brewer. Throws to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got room on the return. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip of the interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Off play action. On target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
That's the end of the 1st
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cal. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Throwing right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really going for it all. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's caught. It's Gallagher. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation. And a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Touchdown, Cal! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Brewer. Coming after it. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets away from one. Scrambling away. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Makes the catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
27. That's a first down for the offense.
On the double.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Cal 35, Auburn 0.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Brewer. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Gain of 4. Third down coming up.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down.
Here we go. Under.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback adapting. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David.
Open runway ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Brewer. Using his legs to buy some time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's got his man.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's caught downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Timeout.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen.
And he's thrown another interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of